Hey, you two babies. Super excited moment for all of us because gate exam results have come and lots of people from Valad have cleared. And we have right here Divyansh who cleared with AIR 171. A lot of our students have got great
Thank you,
ranks,
ma'am.
and Divyansh is among them. And we just पकड़ के आए हैं उसको to meet you all on YouTube. तुम कहाँ से हो, कैसे फील
Hello,
कर रहे हो?
everyone.
Everything you tell us.
Okay. Yeah. Myself, Divyan Saxena, and currently I am studying in PHU, Banaras Indian University. And originally I am from a small town, Kasganj, which is near Mathura. And the thing is that initially I was just preparing for CUET PG, and I bought the course for CUET PG only from Valath, right? But in between there was gate exam, and I was like, okay, let's just get along with that. With the preparation of CUET PG and the same course, I appeared in gate, and like I secured 171 first rank, which is like fine, I guess. So that was the thing, and I have immense like respect for all the teachers who have guided me, because although the course of CUET PG was not completed till then, it was like we were like where late romantic essayists, I guess.
Oh, he got stuck.
Going, so it
Yeah.
was wonderful. It was wonderful, and that helped me a lot. And by myself also, I have, if I were to like refer to some books. So I myself had done a thorough reading of William J. Long's History of English Literature, and a selective reading of Rowlett's History of English Literature, and Peter Berry's Beginning Theory, and some other sources. And rest I was totally relied upon Valat and its course, and its PDFs and all. So yeah, that was my journey.
Did you like our course? Did we help you
Yeah,
enough?
ma'am, it was wonderful. Let me tell you, let me be very honest. Because it, first of all, it maintained me to get my consistency, which I was lacking behind in. And second of all, the guidance, the preciseness. Even I have like I appeared in CUT examination, and it went well. It went very well, because I had that clarity which I had never like have before. So that was the effect of Velet.
So, what are your plans? Which IIT do you want to go to? How are you going to rock in the coming years? Tell us about that.
Actually, my plans are a bit different, but yeah, I mean, PG to karna hi hai. So either I'll be going to some IIT, like IIT Delhi, Madras, or whatever IIT I got, or maybe I'll be going to JNU or DU, like through CUT examination. So yeah,
After CUT, PG, and GATE, we go crazy because our students end up in the best universities, and we are so happy for you. Congratulations. Ankita, please speak to us.
Yes. So, first of all, Devyansh, all my heartiest congratulations to you. When you all were attending live sessions of CVT I've seen you all working very hard every day in every session. With with every passing day, you all have improved so much, like right. And that
yeah, ma'am.
hard work has given you this today, this achievement, this happiness. And I think it's just the beginning. From here you will go to lovely unis, you will do your PG, then PhD, net GRF. Everything is waiting for you, right? And everything will be lovely. All my best wishes to you all. Keep working hard this way. There is no alternative to honesty and hard work and dedication. Keep working this way. It's just the beginning for you all. You all
Yeah,
are very young now, right? So keep this dedication alive,
yeah.
right? And all the very, very best to all of you.
Sure, ma'am.
And so we are also waiting very
Thank you,
eagerly
ma'am.
for the
Because
CVTPG scorecards. So that's gonna be another blast
yeah,
soon. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'm hoping for the best though, because the thing is that not only my hard work, because I have seen you guys and all the staff, all the faculties, they all were working as hard as us all. Even we were lagging behind somewhere. कि ठीक है हम लोग रिवीजन करके नहीं आए, और मे बी हम लोग थोड़ा नहीं दे पा रहे हैं आंसर फेयर, बट स्टिल द लाइक जिस तरीके से हो जाए ना कि एंग्स्ट हो जाती है कि ठीक है नहीं दे पा रहे आंसर, क्या है ज्यादा इतना एफर्ट छोड़ा, आपने कभी नहीं छोड़ा, यू नेवर, आपने कभी छोड़ा नहीं उस चीज को कि हाँ भाई आपको क्वेश्चन पूछने हैं तो पूछने हैं, उसी जीस्ट के साथ आप सेम सेम स्पिरिट के साथ आप पढ़ाते रहे, एंड दैट वाज वंडरफुल गाइडेंस ऑफ योर्स, वेरियस सोर्सेज, वेरियस रेफरेंस पॉइंट्स, आपने बहुत बहुत क्लियरली ये चीज किया, लाइक आई कांट एक्सप्लेन एक्चुअली.
Aim really high, read a
Yeah, ma'am.
lot, original works, go into the depths, understand the theories,
Yeah,
uh,
ma'am.
push yourself to present papers, publish, travel abroad. Do not, stay small. You aim high and break free and
No, no, ma'am.
do,
Yeah,
yeah.
always aim high. Yeah. The thing is, ma'am, I'll be very honest. I didn't prepare very well for GATE, because at that time I was very indulged into many other activities, as I act also. I do theater and all stuff. So I was indulged there also. So I was not very consistent. The only consistency, because the thing is कि हाँ 6 बजे classes आनी है, either you do that, or like if you're skipping that, so if you're skipping that तो आपका बैकलॉग बन जाएगा, राइट. तो वो चीज थोड़ी रहती थी, उससे कंसिस्टेंसी आ गई, एंड एक थॉरो अंडरस्टैंडिंग उसी से हो गई. एंड इफ आई वर इफ आई वर टू टेक द कोर्स ऑफ गेट ओनली, जो स्पेसिफिक गेट कोर्स आप लोग ऑफर करते हैं, अगर मैंने वो लिया होता तो आई वुड से कि आराम से 10th 20th रैंक आ जाती मेरी, विच इज फाइन, कोई दिक्कत नहीं. आई हैव नो रिग्रेट्स, बिकॉज आई स्टिल हैव आई होप फॉर CUET, which I had taken the course of. So yeah, and as you, ma'am, just let me, I'm very sorry, but let me show you my books collection. If, as you have said, you should read good books. So yeah, this is my books collection.
Wow.
So
Lots
yeah,
of books.
yeah, ma'am.
Build up your collection, read even more. Yeah.
Yeah, ma'am. Yeah,
Because there's nothing like reading books. They'll with you forever and they'll change you like anything.
exactly. Well said, ma'am. Well said.
So thank you very much. This is
Sure.
actually an MPPSC session. Our YouTube audience will be waiting for MPPSC class questions that we are going to discuss. Um,
Right.
so we'll go on to do that with your permission.
Sure.
Thank you. So Ankita, I'll share the today's PPT here.
Yes,
Oh,
yes.
how happy we are. The hard work that we do will bring best results to our students and our YouTubers. That what else do we need? YouTube babies, what else do we need, right? So happy. With God's grace, everything is turning out well. Right. So without much ado, let us go into this. I know, Ankita and everybody, that a lot of people who wrote the exam may have missed good ranks. A lot of people who write exams will not immediately pass. That is also there. You should not be feel disheartened. You should continue to study. Valat gives you so many free resources also. Even if you don't join any more paid courses, you can still use our free resources. But the care and the mentoring that we give in our paid courses is exceptional. So continue to study. You have everything. If you want, you can use audios or videos or YouTube or PDF, whatever. But continue to study and realize your dreams, fulfill your dreams. If you just missed it, don't think of it as failure. Think of it as you came very close and now a little more to go. That's all.
Yes.
Right. So today we are talking about Indian and American literatures. Divyansh has made us so happy, and I am brimming with excitement over all the exams that we are preparing our students for. I wish everybody clears MPPSC assistant professor exam also, Kerala assistant professor, Karnataka assistant professor, AP assistant professor course is also beginning because they have now released in Andhra Pradesh. So all that we have to do, Ankita, one by one. First question,
Yes.
please deal with the first question.
Hmm. Hmm. Which theoretical framework most effectively explains Bakha's subjectivity as depicted in Untouchable? Is it the framework of Lacanian psychoanalysis, subaltern studies, Russian formalism, or neocriticism? So here we're talking about the debut novel of Mulk Rajanand, Untouchable, that was published in 1935. It's a circadian novel, that is, it's a novel which talks about a singular day in the life of a cleaner boy, Bakha. He's a
Divyansh is
Dalit
there
boy.
in the on Zoom. If you want, you can also answer, Divyansh. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
He's a Dalit boy, and his experiences in the singular day, his subjectivity, his emotions, his feelings, all this can be very effectively analyzed and read and understood through the framework of subaltern studies. It's a it's a framework, it's a lens that was spearheaded by scholars and theorists like Gayatri Spivak, right? So
Ranajit
subaltern
Guha.
studies, yes, Ranajit Guha, right? So it's a framework, it's a lens which lets you a sneak peek into the experiences of the marginalized classes of our social structure.
When Professor Ranajit Guha and his friends started writing, they noticed that peasant historiography was actually nil. There was no book written about the peasants properly. Nobody knew what they lived through and how they, experienced life. So to document peasant historiography from their point of view, Ranajit Guha and Partha Chatterjee, Shahid Amin, Deepesh Chakravarti, Gayatri Spivak, they started the subaltern studies group, and it plays a very important role within post-colonialism. Right. The episodic single day structure of Untouchable most closely resembles which modernist technique? I'm sure Divyansh will also know the answer here. Is it stream of consciousness, as in Virginia Woolf? Is it mythic method, as in T.S. Eliot? Is it temporal compression akin to James Joyce's Ulysses? Or fragmentation in postmodern metafiction? Now, dear friends, when you get questions like this, some of the options will be distractors. You should just eliminate them, and then you will be able to understand better. The episodic, look at the question again. Episodic, single day structure. Is it similar to James Joyce's Ulysses? Yes. James Joyce's Ulysses, also, like Ankita was saying, is a circadian novel. That means a novel set in one day. There is an Indian novel called Odysseus Abroad that is also circadian. There is Mrs. Dalloway that is also circadian. Right? So James Joyce's Ulysses is also a circadian novel. Ankita?
Yes. Next question. The title, The Serpent and the Rope. We all know it's a very popular novel by Raja Rao, right? So this title, The Serpent and the Rope, it primarily draws upon which philosophical concept? Is it from the Buddhist concept of impermanence, Advaita
Ma'am, let me
Vedanta
answer that.
illusion?
Oh, sure, Divyansh.
Yes,
Uh,
yes,
Yeah.
sure.
So actually, I had a call from my friend, so I couldn't answer the previous ones. So the serpent and the rope, basically, the exact answer is answer B, Advaita Vedant illusion reality. Because the serpent and the rope, जो जिस एनालॉजी की बात हो रही है, उसी एनालॉजी की बात करते हैं शंकराचार्य. तो शंकराचार्य बेसिकली क्या बोलते हैं उसे? मैम, am I right? Like first, just tell me that I am
yeah,
right or not.
continue.
Yeah, all right. So uh, अद्वैत
शंकराचार्य क्या
वेदांत में
बोलते
बेसिकली
हैं?
ये होता है कि या ओके या सो शंकराचार्य बेसिकली यही बोलते हैं कि ये जो जगत है ये माया जगत है. दिस इज एन इल्यूजनरी वर्ल्ड, राइट? सो in this world, जो हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, हम लोग क्या बोलते हैं, सांप को रस्सी समझ लेते हैं और रस्सी को सांप समझ लेते हैं, बट डिलीजमेंट होता है तब हमको पता चलता है कि वास्तव में हम कितने गलत थे, ठीक है। सो दैट इज हाउ जो क्या बोलते हैं राजा राव है, उन्होंने वहीं से, उनका अगर आप एकेडमिक बैकग्राउंड या वैसे भी देखेंगे, उनकी लीनिंग देखेंगे, तो अलॉन्ग विद सोशल नॉवेल्स उन्होंने फिलोसफिकल डेप्थ्स में जाकर भी बात करी है, ठीक है। वो बहुत ज्यादा फिलोसफी टेम्पटेड थे, अलॉन्ग विद निस्सिम एजेकियल, जब वो भी फिलोसफी से इंग्लिश इंग्लैंड से पढ़े हुए थे, राइट। सो दैट इज हाउ द आंसर इज
Good. Ankita, your student
Yes.
is saying the right answer. Okay. The Guide by R.K. Narayan was published in Dash. Is it 58, 60, 65, 70? Do you know, Divyansh? Years are important, isn't it? Maybe not. Ankita, you can answer.
Ma'am, I know actually.
Oh, you know? Then tell us.
It was, yeah, it was in 1958, I guess, because it got Sahitya Academy in 1960s, right?
Brilliant.
So yeah.
1958 is the correct answer. Ankita, would you like to say a little more about the Guide?
Yes. So the Guide, it's a novel by R.K. Narayan which talks about a man called Raju. He is initially a railway guide. That's why he's also known as a Railway Raju. But this novel, it dramatically documents his transformation from a railway guide to that of a spiritual guide. And that's why this title Guide has very, it has a great symbolic significance. And it alludes to the transformation from that of a railway guide or tourist guide to that of a spiritual guide. And this novel ends on a very ambiguous note where we keep wondering if the rain actually happens because of his fasting. But this novel, it documents a dramatic transformation in the life of a very ordinary man. And the transformation from just, a man living a normal life to that of a man aiming for spirituality in the contemporary Indian landscape.
Absolutely. Wow. So that is about R.K. Narayan. Now we are coming to another period of Indian literature with The Namesake by Jhumpa Lahiri. Which of the following best explains the symbolic function of Gogol's name in The Namesake? It reflects Ashok's rejection of Western culture. It signifies the randomness of immigrant naming practices. It embodies the tension between personal identity and cultural inheritance. Or does it represent colonial imposition on Indian identity? Divyansh, are you
Ma'am,
there?
I think it will be the second answer. It signifies the randomness of immigrant naming
Ah,
practices. It
are you
was,
sure?
isn't it?
Are you sure? That's too extreme. Are immigrant naming practices random? How can you say that?
Ma'am, it
Give it
has
another.
immigrant, like, I guess, I think, because
Check,
there
check
were
another
Bengal.
check another option. Look at the other option.
Okay, let me just check. It reflects a social rejection of
Meanwhile, YouTube babies, you can
Western
also.
culture.
One high
I
sounding.
think, ma'am,
It embodies the tension between personal identity and
right,
cultural inheritance.
all right.
Personal identity. He does not want to be Gogol. What
Yes.
kind of a name have you given me? His personal identity is clashing with cultural inheritance, his tradition, his father's experiences, what his parents, envisage for him. All these are clashing in that name, right? Now you get it, right?
Yes.
Right. Very good.
Because the
So,
naming of Gogol that was chosen by Ashok very deliberately.
yeah.
Because when he met that train accident, that book was with him. And when
Yes.
after that accident, Ashok was left bedridden for months, that book, the ideas and thoughts of Nikolai Gogol had helped him to pass that time quite easily. It gave him a certain sort of mental support during that time of crisis. That's why when a son was born to him, he decided to name him Gogol because he saw him with that same affection, that same mental support. That's why he was named Gogol.
That's right. Absolutely. So all these discussions will happen in our MP PSC classroom. You can join us and become assistant professors in Madhya Pradesh. Right. Which novel by Amitav Ghosh got the Sahitya Academy Award in 1989? Divyansh, is it Calcutta Chromosomes, Shadow Lines, The Circle of Reason, Smoke of Fire? What is Smoke of Fire? We have River of Smoke.
I actually made up the title.
Which one of these got Sahitya Academy Award in 1989? It is The Shadow Lines. The Shadow Lines is the story of,
Yeah.
do you remember, Divyansh? It's the story of two families, the Trilawsons and the
Yes, ma'am. I
Prices.
don't remember that it was a family of two stories, but I did remember, but I couldn't like open my mic. So yeah, I
It's
knew the
okay.
answer to the shadow line. Yeah, yeah.
Unnamed narrator. Trideep is the uncle. Thaima, then Ila. These are characters. Shadow lines mean the boundary between cultures and nations is just a shadow. It is not even there permanently. That is the meaning. Yeah, right. Dash is a novel by Ernest Hemingway. Ankita, would you like to read this one?
Huh. So here we have a question from Ernest Hemingway, a major American author, right? So Dash is a novel by Ernest Hemingway, and this novel is set during the Italian campaign of First World War. This work was published in 1929, and it's a first-person account of an American called Frederick Henry, who was serving as a lieutenant in the ambulance corps of the Italian army. So, which novel is there which talks about these characters and this situation? Is it A Movable Feast, Death in the Afternoon, The Sun Also Rises, or A Farewell to Arms? All of these are very important works by Hemingway. But what's the answer here?
Do you remember, Devyansh?
No, ma'am, I don't actually.
That is okay. Lieutenant Frederick Henry is leaving the army. Now you know. He is leaving the army and escaping with Catherine. Leaving the army. Farewell to arms. It is a farewell to arms. Right. In The Color Purple, who wrote The Color Purple? Alice Walker. The epistolary form primarily functions to dash. Is it to reinforce narrative objectivity? Epistolary form and objectivity. How come? Or is it to establish historical realism? Epistolary and realism. Is it to represent fragmented post-colonial identity? Sorry, postmodern identity? हो सकता है. Or is it to construct a private space for suppressed subjectivity? Which of these, C or D? It can be C or D. Do you think, Divyansh?
Ma'am, वही C or D में confusion है. I will go with D, I guess. Private space for suppressed. Yeah.
You were right. Construct a private space for suppressed subjectivity is more correct. In options, when there are two similar answers, you should choose the more correct one. Her, in Color Purple, Seeley's letters and all are not just fragmented, it is suppressed. That word suppressed makes it more correct. Ankita?
So now we have a play called Morning Becomes Electra. It's a play by Eugene O'Neill. Again, a very important author from American literature. So Morning Becomes Electra by Eugene O'Neill. It's a retelling of which work, which ancient classical work? Is it a retelling of Medea by Euripides, or The Clouds by Aristophanes, or Orestia by Aeschylus, or Antigone by Sophocles?
Ma'am, it's
It's a
it's
retelling.
C. it's C, I guess. Orestia by Aeschylus.
Yes.
Wow, Divyansh, you should write net now itself. You're going to pass it. Yes, very good. Ankita, would you like to explain or should I?
Ha, you explain, yeah.
Okay. Morning Becomes Electra is divided into three parts: Homecoming, Hunted, and Haunted, based on Orestia by Aeschylus. And here, what you see is Ezra Manon, a man who represents Orestes, Agamemnon, is coming home and he's killed by his wife, and his son is taking revenge. Same story, but set in New England settings. And what you see there is greed and corruption. Eugene O'Neill brought realism onto the American stage, and Eugene O'Neill also brought the African American uh, protagonist onto the American stage. It's very important. This play is very important. He also wrote Emperor Jones, Hairy Ape, right? Okay.
Mm.
In The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn, the Mississippi River in the novel primarily functions as a static pastoral backdrop, a symbol of divine providence, a liminal space enabling moral and social fluidity, and a deterministic force controlling fate. What do you think?
They are confusing actually. Let me just see.
Yeah.
Symbol of divine providence, or I think a deterministic force controlling fate.
What do you think, Ankita? It is a liminal
Like
space enabling moral and
same
social
social
fluidity.
fluidity. All right.
So here the term fluidity is very important, and it's very interesting about how this Mississippi River actually reflects the mastery of Mark Twain in local color realism. Local color realism is a very important factor in almost all the works of Mark Twain, including The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn. So, whenever he talks about the surrounding areas and the people living in these areas of, Mississippi River, he not only shows this river, he also captures the dialects, the customs, the lifestyles of the people living in that area surrounding the Mississippi River. So here, this Mississippi River also actually reflects his brilliance in showing local color realism. It's a very important trope in literature, like Harday's use of Wessex, or Arkenarain's use of Malgudi, or Marquez's use of Macondo. These are examples of local color realism. It is how authors use a particular region and shows the local color of that region. Local color
Regional realism.
realism. Yes.
Yeah, wonderful. Now, what kind of a play is Dance Like a Man? Is it a historical tragedy, social drama, comedy, or mythological play? Divyansh, eliminate karo. Dance Like a Man, not mythological. है ना?
Uh-huh. I mean, it's a realistic drama, but I don't like know what are these social drama. I would say
हाँ, maybe.
क्योंकि like realistic drama है अगर तो social drama ही होना चाहिए. Like
वही, वही तो.
Yes.
You said
yeah.
it. That's how it works. It's not because you all know the answers by memory and
Mm.
you are inferring correctly in the exam. That's how it works.
Yeah, ma'am.
Not only flesh and bone, but midst of light with darkness at the core and sense is found. These lines are by who, Ankita? Please read the options.
So these are lines from a poem. So who wrote that poem or who wrote these lines? Is it A.K. Ramanujan or Jayanta Mahapatra or Nissim Ezekiel or R. Partha Sarathi? All of them are very important Indian poets. But these lines here are from the poem Poet, Lover, and Bird Watcher. A
Now
very
Divyan should say
important
who
poem.
wrote it. Poet, lover, bird watcher.
Um, Poet, lover, bird watcher. Uh, Confused actually. I've not revised a
Okay,
lot of.
he's a Jewish poet.
Okay, all right. So Nissim Ezekiel, I guess. Yeah.
You said it again.
Mhm.
The empty vessel metaphor frequently appearing in Gitanjali signifies colonial subjugation, the inadequacy of language, spiritual receptivity, and surrender to the divine. Empty vessel, economic poverty in rural India. This empty vessel thou fillest again and again with fresh life, he says in Gitanjali. It is spiritual receptivity. God is filling this empty vessel again and again with fresh life, spiritual receptivity, and surrender to the divine, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
And it's
Gitanjali.
about opening yourself to the Lord, opening your very self to the Lord, and emptying yourself so that your very soul becomes the womb for God and fills you up with His grace.
And also, this is like a Vaishnava tradition of love poetry. You know,
Yes. Like
the
Mirabai
devotee is the
wrote.
woman and God is
Yes.
loving her. Yeah. So that brings us to the end of our short MPPSC session. We had some fun questions, and the presence of Divyansh made it even better. Thank you so much. And once again, congratulations. You have done a great job. You
Thank you.
yourself told us that you were not focused and you could have done better. So now on, please do better and you will be the best. Yes.
Sure, ma'am. Sure. Sure.
God bless you. And all thanks to Ankita and all your teachers who groomed you. Our team Valat is just amazing. Their hard work is saving, thousands of people's careers and showing people the right direction. I'm so proud of all of you, Team Valat. Without you, there is no Valat. Valat is not me. Valat is you, all the people who made it, including the students and every one of you who works here. Thank you. And good
Thank you.
night.
Good night, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes.